Be it working on Photoshop or Premiere Pro, it wasn't just enough screen real estate to work on color sensitive work. So I finally got this monitor. Coming to the specifications, it is the Dell P2419H. Yes, quite mouthful. Now let's get the boring part of the review really quick. So it comes with an IPS display at the resolution of 1920 by 1080, जो कि Full HD है at 60 Hz. It is a 23.8 inch monitor, which means it has 92 ppi. The display can get bright up to 250 nits, which is quite adequate for indoor use. The response time of this panel is at 8 millisecond at normal and 5 millisecond at maximum. Coming to the color gamut, it covers 72% of the NTSC spectrum, which roughly equates to around 99% of sRGB spectrum, which basically means that it is quite color accurate display and adequate for content creation. And last but not the least, it is the 8-bit panel. Now coming to the really interesting part, I was looking for a good Full HD monitor at 13,000, and trust me, there is quite competition at this price range. I mean around 10,000 to 13,000 to 15,000. There's a lot of competition, right? So why did I go for this one? The first benefit of this monitor is that it is height adjustable. And not just that, it is also having tilt, swivel and pivot adjustments too. This feature alone is really mind-blowing. This is also a huge benefit to me because when I'm working on really long codes, I can just switch it to the vertical mode and see a lot more coding, right? And when I'm editing videos, it works the same in the horizontal mode. Do keep in mind the monitor is not meant for gamers, as it has no such features like high refresh rate or low response times. Although there's a response option in the menu which you can switch to fast instead of normal, but it really leads to high overshoots, which is not really recommended. Also guys, the best buy link will be provided in the description below. If you just want to buy this one, make sure you use the link as it helps the channel without costing any money to you guys. Back to the review. The second most benefit are the number of ports. It comes with a DisplayPort 1.2, HDMI 1.4, VGA port. Seriously guys, which generation are we living in? One USB 3.0 upstream port, which I will come to a little later. Two USB 2.0 downstream ports and two 3.0 upstream ports on the side. Now these USB ports are such a lifesaver for me at least. I will give you a quick example. Like I've connected my wired keyboard and mouse receiver to the USB 2.0 receiver, which frees off at least two of the USB ports of my laptop. And I still have two 3.0 ports for access like external hard disks or pen drives. Coming to the speeds, take a look. So you can see the speeds are very much the same. Doesn't really matter if you are using the 3.0 port from our laptop or we are using it from our monitor. If you like this format of video, make sure you subscribe to this channel. It takes ample amount of research and time and also rigorous reviewing before making a publish. So support me, and also it makes my mom really happy. Coming to the third benefit is the color reproduction of this display. There is minimum backlight bleed and no white hotspots. The brightness is also quite uniform along the display. But it was a bit strange that it didn't came quite color calibrated well out of the factory. So I did have to spend some time to get it close to my AMOLED display from my smartphone. So if you want the settings, here are the settings. So for the most accurate colors, I did these changes. So basically मैंने ये changes किया. Menu पे जाओ आप लोग पहले. So first go to the menu option. This is the third one. And then brightness and contrast में आप लोग जा सकते हो. Brightness you can keep it at 30 or anything as you wish, but like make sure the contrast is at 70%. And इसके बाद I will go to the next option, color पे, and make sure the preset is at custom color. ठीक है, यहाँ पे आप जाके custom color कर सकते हो इसमें. And make sure the input format is at RGB. ठीक है. एंड एक और इम्पॉर्टेंट हिडन ऑप्शन है इसमें कि आप अगर प्रीसेट मोड में कस्टम कलर जाओगे, इफ़ यू क्लिक ऑन राइट एंड इफ़ यू क्लिक ऑन राइट अगेन देन यू विल सी दिस ऑप्शंस. ठीक है, तो मैनुअली रेड ग्रीन एंड ब्लू वैल्यूज़ को आप चेंज कर सकते हो. सो व्हाट आई फाउंड द बेस्ट टू वर्क आउट फॉर माई मॉनिटर इज रेड एट 87%, ग्रीन एट 88% एंड ब्लू एट 91%. बट आपका अलग हो सकता है. ठीक है. And the next setting changes that we need to do is display में basically sharpness keep it at 50% only, नहीं तो बहुत ज़्यादा लगेगा sharp. Response time normal. उसके अलावा मेनू में ज़्यादा कुछ है नहीं. पर्सनलाइज अब कर सकते हो, लाइक शॉर्टकट की 1 ब्राइटनेस एंड कॉन्ट्रास्ट मैंने दे रखा है एंड शॉर्टकट की 2 प्रीसेट मोड्स मैंने दे रखा है. एक और चीज़ है कि लाइक इफ़ यू फाइंड द बॉटम एलईडी थोड़ा अनोइंग तो यू कैन गो टू द थर्ड ऑप्शन एंड यू कैन डिसेबल द लाइट, बट मैं नहीं करूँगा बिकॉज आई डोंट हैव एनी इशूज़. I also did more changes, like I went to the NVIDIA control panel and I went to the adjust desktop color settings. ठीक है, so I made these changes. यहाँ पे मैंने कलर चैनल आप लोग देख लो, पॉज करके देखना है तो. So all channels in the all channels mode I did these changes. To the red I did this, green, blue, and no other changes. Output dynamic range full कर दिया था मैंने and the refresh hurt at 60. That's it. Now after doing the calibration, the contrast looks surprisingly good. Videos or films at 30% brightness, the blacks seem really deep. Not as good as OLED quality obviously, but really good considering that it is an LED monitor. And also at 13,000. Coming to the fourth most important point are the ergonomics. The construction is quite robust and it's quite a heavy monitor. The 3-side bezel-less display is very good for pairing up with dual monitor setup. The menu system also feels quite modern, but the 4 dials design, I mean, I would have loved a joystick kind of design that LG implements a lot. Also something that was really strange guys was that it came with a display cable and not an HDMI cable. I mean, come on guys, most of us are using this monitor with laptop and those are having HDMI ports. So I would have really liked if Dell would have sent a HDMI cable instead of a display cable. Now coming to the last section, who this laptop. Oh my god, did I just say laptop? Who this monitor is really made for. This is well suited for content creators who are looking for a budget option with decent color accuracy and good screen real estate. It can be also good for programmers who can really take the advantage of the vertical mode. Also the various adjustment options are really a cherry on top. So it's a 9 out of 10 from my side. Signing off.